talk on a Monday. I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about ourselves. Erica's not here, and take the opportunity to explain maybe a little bit about what we're about. We're not here with any agenda. We're just trying to share what we are learning as we have taken ownership of 2003 Chaparral 350. It's now called a 370, 37.5-foot motor yacht, and the fun we've been having and the experiences we've been having. So apologies, this is GoPro quality sound and glare, etc. and so forth. Not current by any stretch, but hopefully it gives you an idea of where we're at. We're in Oxnard, California, which is just south of Ventura. It's October 4th, and it's a very warm day, and it's a really nice day to have AC on the boat. Eric and I have been talking about boats since before we had children, and now our one daughter's in college, and our one son is finishing up his senior year, actually his mid-senior year at high school. So we finally did go about getting this boat, and we're going to talk a little bit about the experiences that we had in getting it. It's not a local boat to California. We actually shipped it over from Tennessee. It's hard to find good quality used boats in California that are freshwater boats. That was really something we really wanted, was a freshwater boat, because freshwater, it doesn't age the parts of the boat so much as a saltwater boat. Saltwater is so corrosive, and so it just attacks every system on the boat. Not that freshwater doesn't, but wow, it does it to a much lesser degree. So we were excited to find that boat. It's turned out to be a great boat. It's been everything we'd hoped it had been. But we started looking at things like trawlers originally, because we wanted to be able to go and sail, the great seas of the world, and go anywhere and do anything. And we actually started looking at sailboats, I suppose. But looking at trawlers and Katie Crogans and others like that, and then settled on the fact that, this isn't going to be our last boat. This is going to be our first boat. So as long as we jump one or two steps and maybe get our second boat, or maybe our third boat, which I think is what we've done, we'll save some heartache and we'll save some cash, as opposed to jumping into a very expensive boat to begin with, or jumping into a boat that, like a center console where it's only really dedicated to one purpose. We tried to get a boat that had capabilities of a range of things. It's not necessarily the best at everything, but the express cruiser that we ended up with, like I said, we're tickled pink with it. So we'll share more of that as we go along, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. We look forward to hearing from them and hearing from you. So cheers. So where are we now? Now we're in Goleta, which is really my favorite place in the country. Just on the other side of Santa Barbara. And we're heading out to the ocean, so I thought we'd take you along. I was born and raised in New England, in Vermont, and spent a good part of my childhood there. Moved to Nova Scotia, but it's Vermont where I started sailing on lakes. Can't remember the name of the lake. I think it was a reservoir. Anyways, up into Canada, and then continued with my love affair with boats and no money. But I was a high school kid at the time, so it didn't really matter. And then after college, moved out to California, where I met my wife. And many travels. We spent some time in Russia, we spent some time in China. Our kids are definitely the product of expat lifestyle. I think happiest not moving anymore. So let's continue and have a look at this ocean. Okay, well, this might be windy to the point of being unusable, but let's give it a shot. So I'm walking on the bluffs right now. In front of me, behind you, is you see Santa Barbara, and to my right, your left, is the Santa Cruz Island in the chain of islands known as the Channel Islands. Anyways, beautiful up here. Another gorgeous day in paradise. Tide's about halfway out. I'm about 120 some feet above it, up on the bluffs. And our channel is hoping to help others as we have been helped ourselves looking at different opportunities on YouTube. So if we can have something that helps you in any way, that's awesome. We're not in it for anything other than that. And I think, as you can see from the quality of editing, I'm not particularly good at this. In fact, when I speak, my voice tends to go like an octave higher, so I've got to make sure I just talk normally, as if I was talking to a friend on the phone or something. Anyways, it's a beautiful spot. This is our favorite spot anywhere for the most part. And what else do we want to talk about? I do see a lot of powerboats channels on YouTube, which is great. Very few are on the Pacific coast. I mean, honestly, there's very few of us relative to the East Coast, Florida, where there's just, you know, everybody's got a boat, it seems. Less so out here. And as in anywhere, there's lots of boats here that never leave the dock, and that's fine. We, for the most part, every time we're down, we try to take our boat out and experience this beautiful coast. The water is, I'll tell you what, interestingly enough, a friend across the way from us, not on our dock, but on the neighbor's dock, pointed out a sailboat just down the way in Oxnard. And he was coming back. I mean, this is a 22-mile channel from the mainland, from the coast out to the islands. And he was coming back, and at some point got caught in a tornado of sorts. Anyway, ripped off the mast, ripped off the sail, mast to the port side, sail to the starboard side. And he said he looked down, and there was 3 people on board, and luckily nobody was injured. But he said he looked down over the railing, and he was 10 feet above the water had pushed his boat up 10 feet around the surrounding water, so a wave crest or whatever. But it just goes to show, even what I consider to be really mellow conditions, 98% of the time, you know, you never know. It can change in a heartbeat. Our only concern so far has been fog. You see fog rolling in, and you decide whether you're going to wait it out or whether you're going to head back in, which in a motorboat is an easy decision to make. I mean, if you want to go back in, you can get back in very quickly. No waiting for the wind. Anyways. Oh, and there's so many dolphin out there. It's incredible. We've yet to see any whales, but my God, there's so many dolphins. It's just amazing. It's so cool to see. There's been maybe a handful of times we've gone out, we haven't seen dolphins, but we see dolphins probably 80% of the time when we're out there. All right, here we are hiking up from the ocean. Nice and protected. Not a lot of wind, so it makes for good video. Good audio anyways. So that's what we're about, and we will share a little bit of our story as we go through the episodes. Lots of video to share. We spent some time up in our family cabin up in Truckee. Some time in State's Capital. Some time in this beautiful area known as Goleta in Santa Barbara. And of course, time down at Channel Islands at our marina and our 350 Holdin Court. So this is where Eric and I used to come out with our beach chairs. It's going to get loud, but this is where we come out with our beach chairs and enjoy an afternoon sundowner.